Hey guys, what's up? This is GaLm. Welcome to another update video. Today is October 22nd, at least in terms of me recording this. I've been trying to do this update video for 4 hours and I'm losing my voice. So hopefully I can make it work this time. But yeah, we have a lot to talk about. It has been a month and a half since my last update video. So if you haven't been following me on Twitter, then you're probably like, the fuck, GaLm? Because yeah, if I were purely just like from a viewer perspective, it would be pretty bad. There really hasn't been much for knowledge. And Sly's fallen off to the wayside. Still haven't finished that. We haven't been doing Life is Strange, Tomb Raider, Assassin's Creed, all the things I said I was going to be doing. And I still want to do all those things. I just haven't gotten around to them yet. And we'll talk a little bit more about the things that have happened to prevent that and currently what's going on here. And this might end up being a little bit of a long video, so stick with me, but I'll try and summarize things up as much as I can. And we'll start off a little bit more with a positive note, and that is I hit 300,000 subscribers. I wish it had been a little bit during a time when I was posting a lot more content, a lot more consistently, but we're getting through a little bit of a rut. But thank you guys so much. Really, it is, you know, I don't really look at my YouTube numbers too much, but it is always an exciting thing and always a big thing when you go and you have a milestone and just go, oh shit, hey, we're still doing this. You know, we're still a little bit on the upturn. I haven't done anything controversial and begun a downward spiral into the negatives. So that's nice at least. But I do want to still post content because I'm falling behind on that stuff. And so I'm going to get you guys stuff, you know, to the new subscribers, to the old subscribers. I still want to do YouTube, and I'm glad you guys are there to kind of stick with me through all this stuff. So thank you guys, really, honestly. And maybe one day, maybe in a decade, we can hit 1 mil. Maybe. But for now, thank you guys. And I'll move on to like kind of another thing. I want to do a reminder for the personal mailbox. I have opened up a personal mailbox, which is kind of like a PO box. I don't know why I'm wearing a headset when I'm just talking to you guys. I guess I feel a little bit more comfortable when I have that on because that's usually me anyways. But I opened up a personal mailbox. I have a few letters. I'm going to be reading those in a different update video because this one I wanted to do a little bit more of a focus on other things. But if you want to send me anything from letters, postcards, knickknacks, random things like that, if you're trying to prank me, bro, or something, there's the address. You can do it. Just if you're gonna glitter bomb me, give me a warning and I'll put out a towel or something. But yeah, you can send it there on the screen, or it's, you know, down in the description below. So thank you very much. And especially to the people who already sent letters. Some of y'all sent letters really, really quickly, so that caught me off guard. It was pretty much like that week. But personal mailbox or not, do what you want. And then with that, we can move on to what I'm going to be trying to do. I'm going to be trying to keep things a little bit on the small side in terms of things. A lot of update videos, I'll fucking list off like 10 or 15 games. Then I'll go in the description. I'll list like the entire release season of stuff. And I'm not doing that here. There are 3 things that I really want to do. And there's kind of like a little bit of a fourth. And there's still other things, but I'm not even going to bother mentioning names for them. I want to finish Sly 3. We started Sly 3 in the middle in like September. And I didn't end up finishing it because I was going to stream it. And then I had a big food while I was streaming and I fell asleep and ended up doing Destiny 2 stuff. So I want to finish Sly 3. Then I want to do Red Dead Redemption 1 because it's been like 7 years since I played Red Dead Redemption 1. And I want to play that before Red Dead Redemption 2. And then I'm going to play Red Dead Redemption 2 because I'm really hyped up for that. That's coming out this Friday. So I've really got to actually get all of these things done. I know there are a couple of other smaller things coming out. We have the Spider-Man DLC that's coming out, and then there's Fallout 76, but that's going to be on the Xbox. It's coming on the Xbox on the 23rd, which is tomorrow. I'm going to be doing that probably in co-op, but that's not going to be like a single player focus for me. I will probably do a little bit more of a focus on the 30th when it's on PC, but yeah, that will be there as well. But those the 3 big things. Technically slightly 4, but I know the DLC for Spider-Man is not going to really be big because I think it's episodic. I think I keep reading, oh, it's the first chapter of this story or some shit. So I don't know. I don't know about that, but yeah, those are my tentative plans and we're going to stick with them. In terms of all the other stuff from Tomb Raider, Assassin's Creed, Life is Strange, everything else, I do not know when. I never know when. Please stop asking me when these things are going to come up because if it's not immediate, it's not, there's no point because I don't know either. All right. Even things I would like to do this week, I have no idea. And that's nothing against you. I just don't know sometimes. So when, where, they'll happen eventually, or they won't. Those are the two states that it can happen in. But Sly 3, Red Dead Redemption 1, Red Dead Redemption 2, that's what I'm trying to do this week. And over the course of next week, I might be a little tiny bit late with Red Dead Redemption 2. Because Red Dead 1 is an open world game, or Red Dead Redemption 1 is an open world game, and it is a little on the lengthier side, but I'm hoping I can get it done either before or just after Red Dead Redemption 2, and then I'm going to be full focusing Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm super hyped up for that. I have been avoiding trailers and everything, so things should be good. And then after that, that's really, those are my big plans for Let's Plays overall. And now we can talk about what happened during September, October, which I'll actually just summarize a lot of because I don't want to sit here for too long. I've been trying to do this for hours, and if I try talking too much about the things, we got up to like 30 minutes, and I don't want to make this a 30-minute video. So summary, shit happened. I had a lot of technical difficulties from running out of hard drive space and my recording thing is not telling me, to things being out of sync like Destiny 2 Forsaken. Haven't been posting that because the footage that I would be posting next is 10 to 16 minutes out of sync at some parts. And people notice when it's 2 seconds out of sync. So I've been putting that off a whole lot. I think I'm probably just going to post the VODs, which I've downloaded. So it'll be lower quality, but at least I don't have to sit there for like days fixing out of sync audio or some shit. And then other things from obviously multiplayer recording sessions kind of taking up a day, or trips. I went to Bungie for a day, which also meant I was traveling for one day, going to the Bungie place for a day, and then traveling the next day. So that was like a 3-day thing. And then there was also the big one, which was Destiny 2, which I really want to rant about it. But in summary, Destiny 2's leveling up system sucks currently. It's manageable, but it basically meant I threw like 120 hours at Destiny 2's Forsaken DLC to try and be ready for the raid, and I still wasn't ready for the raid. And that's fucking dumb. And anyone who thinks that that's a really good system because you want to throw your life away at a video game, I don't agree with you. I want it to just be a tiny bit of a grind, and then I move on. Otherwise, shit happens like this. So I basically threw over 200, possibly even 300 hours at Destiny 2 over the course of the last 6 weeks. So that was the biggest one. That was the biggest one. I would literally I'd record like 2 hours of Spider-Man, and then I would just do Destiny 2 the rest of the day, or I'd only do Destiny 2. It sucked. It wasn't even a fun experience to do. 80% of that was just grind. I didn't even have my sound on, and fuck, here I gotta go ranting. That's how much I'm annoyed. In the future, I'm gonna try and catch that a little bit early. If it turns out that I'm under level for the raid, fuck it. I'm just not gonna do the raid then. Just fine, whatever. I'll just do it like 2 months later rather than throw my life away at these games. But shit happened over the course of September and October. That's kind of like the quick summary of things. I guess one thing that I don't want to like summarize too much, I did change MCNs. There was like an entire week where I wasn't in an MCN, and then I had to work through a couple of issues. So I'm no longer in Machinima with a different MCN now. For people who don't know, MCN stands for, I think, Managed Channel Network. And so that's basically just a company that you're under as a YouTube partner, and they help you deal with things and sign you up for sponsors and shit like that. And so it's better to have one of those than to do it on your own, especially because of just a whole lot of other issues. But I did have one funny thing from that period, which was while I wasn't in a network, I tried to put ads on videos. And when I got partnered with a network, the videos I had put ads on, which was literally all of my videos, all 11,000 plus of them, were copyrighted by GaLm. They were copyrighted by fucking me for like 4 hours. And that was really bizarre. But thankfully that issue was resolved as well. So that's nice. And then that's really it. After that, the last couple of weeks, I've been really struggling with trying to record Sly 3. And that brings me into the part that like kind of makes these videos really long, which is where I try to talk about my mental health, which I don't really know how to talk about my mental health. It is a scary subject in a way, because I don't know. I don't know. It's like an admittance of weakness and that you might need help. And that's obviously something that, at least I think in this day and age, we try and go against a little bit. But You know, every time I try to do something with something like Sly 3, or even over the course of just the years, I've been finding myself unable to do the things, even if I want to do them. I have fun with Sly 3. I have fun with stuff like God of War or Witcher 3 or Breath of Wild or something, and then I just don't end up playing them. I look at them, I can't bring myself to record them, or when I do record them, I find myself really not in the session, and after an hour or two, I find any easy excuse out and just, oh, I'm hungry, I'm out. And I'll be like legitimately hungry, you know? I'm just like, I'm hungry, I'll eat, and then I'll go record, and hopefully I'll feel better afterwards. And then I just don't. I don't end up recording. And so rather than try to drag this out and try and like explain things that I don't know how to really fully explain, I've been over the last week and a half, kind of making steps towards trying to help myself out. I've bought self-help books. I've been researching a bunch of different mental illnesses, and that's always a worrisome thing because there are things that happen with mental illnesses that just happen to everybody, but it's just worse. It happens a lot more, or happens a little bit more hardcore, and so you look normal. It's like an invisible thing. You're not completely crazy. You procrastinate more, or you can't bring yourself to do something really simple like clean up your place or something. And it's like, and I'm reading some of these things. I'm like, holy shit, this is me to a T, or like 90% at least. And I'll take these mental health evaluations, and especially ones for ADHD, I find myself fucking hitting like almost all of them. And so that's scary. I don't know if I'm just burnt out and I happen to hit all of the notes for a mental illness, or if I'm mentally ill. And so I'm taking steps, reading self-help books. I'm trying to do a little bit harder work with maintaining a journal and like writing down shit I shouldn't be doing, shit I should do if I want to do those things. So rather than like say, you know, if I feel the urge to go watch an episode or something like, oh shit, new episode of Doctor Who came out, rather than going watch it, I need to be like, I need to record 4 to 8 hours beforehand. And I'm trying to get a little bit harder on myself with those things, but it's hard because I don't know. I don't know. And that's why, again, these things ended up taking like 30 minutes, but I'm taking steps. I've even reached out to a few places that deal with like mental health for either anxiety, depression, ADHD, all these different things. And so I'm trying to get an evaluation. I've reached out to like 3 different places, and a couple of them can take a while. From what I've seen with the reviews, they can take a while to get reached back. Some of them have gone up to like 3 months before they were reached back to. So it might be like 3 months before I actually get this mental health evaluation, but I want it. I want to make absolute sure what's going on. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to kind of go with the assumption that I might be mentally ill and just do things smarter, right? Do things smarter rather than harder, because either I am actually mentally ill or I'm burnt out. The third option is that I'm a really bad person. I just don't like working, and that's not true. I like doing things. I like doing YouTube. It's why I've been here. In fact, if I am mentally ill, more than likely I wouldn't be able to do YouTube if I didn't like it. Because boy, oh boy, there are a lot of tedious parts of YouTube that I definitely put off a whole lot, and I've now started to like relegate to other people. But I want to do the recording. I want to get the things done, the things I enjoy. So I got to buckle down on that. And that means making some changes in my life to accommodate that, making some changes for how I do things on the channel. And so that one, those are going to be a little bit more, the changes I'm going to make for the channel are going to be very loosey-goosey, because I don't fully know. Some of these things can be temporary. Some of them can be permanent. For example, how many videos I post. I like posting a lot of videos. I feel really good when I have an entire week filled out and every single day has 6 to 8 videos, and it's just a good variety of content. And obviously it's not like 6 to 8 completely different videos from each other, but I like it when I can do like, okay, here's 3 or 4 parts of a let's play of a game and then a couple multiplayer parts. I'm like, yeah, hey, that's a fulfilling day. And I want to do that more. But a lot of times, sometimes I even go up to like 12 videos, and I got to watch out for that. I need to play smart. I need to work smart, not hard. And so, and I also want to work harder, but bear with me here. So for videos, rather than trying to throw like 5 videos of a series immediately at you and then running out in like 2 days and everyone going like, where's this stuff? I'm probably going to be a little bit more on the lower side, between 1 to 2 videos, until I actually have a lot of content for that game. Then I'll start posting more and more and more to benefit, or to like to fit with how much content I actually end up having. So for example, Red Dead Redemption 2, hopefully I'm going to be able to record that a whole bunch. I'm really hyped up for it, so I'm hoping that can kind of help me get over like this whole mental funk, because I feel like, and I guess this is kind of like a random aside thing, but I think that if it's a game that I'm really hyped up for, and it's a brand new game, a modern game, and it's enjoyable and not really terribly grindy, I think those are the games that I actually like playing and like actually end up recording a whole ton of. And that's nothing against things like Sly 3 or all those other games that I kind of either haven't finished stuff, because I still probably had fun with those. But there's also, there's having fun, and then there's having a lot of fun. And I think even for something Red Dead Redemption 2, even if it's a lot of fun and I can record like 40 hours of that immediately, I need to be cautious, right? Only if I actually have the 40 hours recorded will I post just like a hell of a lot. I'll still try and do for like big new games. I'll still try and do maybe like 3 parts a day, but I gotta be cautious. I can't do that too immediately, or unless I actually record a ton, because otherwise problems happen. I need to be recording, like posting 1 video a day for it, unless I can actually afford to post 2 videos a day for 7 days straight, and then only doing that and then going up to 3 if I can do for 7 days. I want to be smart. You know, those are the kinds of things I'm starting to take into consideration for that. Other things, the naming scheme for how I do things, the way I name videos series, I'm changing that. I wanted to do this earlier and it's for pretty much the same reason. It's kind of a waste of time, but now I know that it's a waste of time, and also if I'm mentally funky, I need to remove those things and reduce the amount of times I have to stop myself from doing shit, because they'll probably help me out in the long term. So people vouched for it. They really liked having series name, and that's how come I still kind of kept doing it. But I think we're going to reduce it. I'm still going to have it for series that already have it. I'm going to have it for series that I can immediately think of a name. And if I'm ahead of myself on content, if I'm like a few weeks ahead of myself on content, then I'll do a series, then I'll do the series name there. I know people suggested Patreon, and I did that for a few series, but I don't want to keep on doing that. I don't want to have to like stop every single time I want to post a fucking video series, let's play of a video game, just to, when it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's a nice thing, but if I'm already a let's player, I'm already not really like aiming for being like, okay, here's the most interesting thumbnail and a clickbaity title. I just want to post the videos and have you guys watch it. That's really, at the end of the day, all I really, really care about. And so, again, maybe when I'm really far ahead of myself, then I'll start doing it a little bit more often, and maybe go back to more like a 90% to 100% thing. But I'm reducing it. Especially for multiplayer series, because a lot of multiplayer series I'll post like, we'll record like once or twice in an entire year. And that's like 2 or 3 videos, maybe 4 videos, and then it's done. It's out of the way, and there's nothing I can't post anymore. I can't make the others play the game anymore, even if I want to play it, because it's a multiplayer game. And so it's better for me if I do that. So I know there's a few people are going to be disappointed, but I think it sucks more when I can't post a video series, more than if this video series doesn't have a cool, edgy name that fits the entire series, or at least somewhat does. Ugh. And then I guess that makes me think of patrons. And God, we're already fucking ticking up to 19 minutes. I'm so sorry. I really want to try and get this shit down to like a smaller time, but I can't. Even as I'm trying to like blaze by and summarize things. I end up rambling, or just, it's a lot. It's a lot of information. But Patreon patrons, the people who are on Patreon or Patreon, thank you guys for sticking me through this. I was expecting to see like huge dives, because I just really haven't been doing much over the last couple of months, and that would have been a fair thing to do. And quite a few people did just go gone, and that's totally okay. But in terms of what I'm going to be doing with Patreon, a lot of the things I said I was going to be doing for patrons, mostly the whole voting Let's Plays for every month. I still want to do that. But obviously that's taking some time, because it's been like, what, 4 months since I started the Patreon, and I was supposed to do all of Sly in June, and then do another vote for July, and then do another vote for August and September, and have just 40 plus hours of Let's Plays for each one. But I don't know what I'm going to do for that. And I apologize for that if you've been waiting to like do an awesome vote, get a really cool old game up or something. That those are going to have to kind of wait a little bit until I start getting a little bit more ahead of myself. This whole I need to do Let's Plays I can throw myself at without any problems until I get evaluated, and who fucking knows, either I meditate or something and I just get all zen, or maybe I get prescribed a pill or some shit and that makes me work harder. I have no idea what my future holds for that. I don't want to make promises that I keep having to break. I don't like having to be like, I want to do this and then breaking it. It sucks. I feel bad constantly whenever I think about my channel nowadays, and for the last couple of years, and that really, really sucks. So I'm gonna keep trying to do things. I'm gonna keep trying to force myself to record and get those games finished and try and get the content up. And hopefully over the next couple of months, I'll be able to post a little bit more consistently, and just get ahead of myself in content, because I want to get ahead of myself on content, and I want to stop having these periods where I'm constantly at the edge of having no content and feeling bad anytime I need to stop or do anything. Like, I even have like a ton of multiplayer stuff, but I haven't sat down and edited because I'm like, well, the editors need to edit that. And so I'll be like, okay, well, I need to focus single player. But then I start to do the single player thing. And then again, I get the mental funk. Things will happen. I'll go, oh, well, I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do that. And then once I've done those things, I'm still like, well, maybe I'll do this first. And just, God, I'm tired of it. I'm burnt out on not being able to do the work that I want to do. That's what I'm burnt out on. I don't think I'm burnt out on doing Let's Plays. I'm burnt out on my inability to do them in a consistent way, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of doing these update videos and having to be like, hey, so all the shit I said I was gonna do still haven't done. Hey, I'm getting hundreds of comments every week being like, where's this? And people getting angry at me because I haven't done that, and it sucks. So I'm going to try and do what I can, because I still want to do YouTube. And the worst part about all this, like mental illness or mental health things, is that I'm not sad. You know, I've had periods where I've felt really, really sad, because of shit that happened in life or something, and I just don't want to do anything. And this isn't that. I still have plenty of energy. I can get out of bed in the morning, but can't get myself to work consistently, and that's a problem. So bear with me, guys. I'm really trying to figure myself out. I'm trying to take steps and do all these different things, and I have no idea what's wrong with me. So I have to do what I can, and hopefully that means lots of video games. Hopefully that means lots of video games, lots of videos of video games, and then everything will be happy hunky-dory. But we'll have to see. So we're gonna end off here. This end up being fucking 20 plus minutes anyways. Oh well, it's hard to cram so much in such a short time frame without just completely disconnecting myself from the subject. And I'd like to not disconnect myself from myself, right? That'd be a good thing to not be like, yeah, I have mental health issues and we're moving past that now. that's not what I'm trying to do. But I'm not trying to make this super depressing. We're going to do work. We're going to play games. We're going to be cowboys pretty soon. It's going to be pretty awesome. And then we'll beat up things with Spider-Man again. And hopefully we'll get the content done. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for sticking with me through all these years. We are going to be at the 10-year anniversary in a couple of months for my old channel and for me doing content as GaLm in general. So that has me excited. But for now, I'm going to end off. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.